Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. You're watching Nub's Collection, a YouTube series dedicated to the cataloging and review of every game in my physical media collection. As always, I am your host, Victory Nub, and today we're going to be taking a look at Glovel. We're looking at the N64 release of the game, developed by Interactive Studios, published by Hasbro Interactive, and released in the United States on November 16th of 1998. Glovel is a puzzle platformer in which players must navigate a series of crystal balls towards a goal in each of 18 standard levels across 6 worlds, along with a boss level and a bonus level in each world. Players assume control of Glovel. I'll explain why I keep saying it that way in a minute. One hand of a pair of sentient gloves that assist a wizard in ruling the fictional realm known as Crystal Kingdom. And why would I keep calling it Glovel? Because Glovel is the right-hand glove, and the left-hand glove is referred to as Glovel. Cute. One day, the wizard accidentally mixes a dangerous potion in his cauldron that explodes, turning him to stone, dousing Glovel in the potion, and scattering a set of 7 crystal balls that maintain the Crystal Kingdom's balance into the far corners of the world. Glovel must locate and return the crystal balls while avoiding the traps set by a now evil Glovel, who goes by the name Cross-Stitch. The control scheme for Glovel, I'll just call it Glover from now on. Control scheme for Glover requires players to manipulate the ball as if using their own hand. As such, moving requires players to walk the hand in the opposite of their intended direction while standing atop the ball, causing it to roll along the desired path. Players can also use Glover to roll, bounce, throw, slap, and dribble the ball, with varying levels of responsiveness depending on the ball's composite material. The ball can be transformed into a rubber ball, a steel ball bearing, and a bowling ball at different times in the game. The game contains a collectible item called Garib cards, which were named as a result of a joke in the studio. The studio had received a bug report on another project they were working on for a Japanese publisher that simply stated, "There is a problem with the Garib." Unfortunately, no one in the office knew what the hell a Garib actually was, so as a joke, they started naming anything in their office without a name a Garib. During development, Nintendo expressed interest in publishing the game with the intent of rebranding it a Mario title in which players took control of Mario's glove. Nintendo ultimately agreed to merely assist with the distribution of the game in Europe, but the character design of Glover may have inspired, quotey fingers, Nintendo to make the final boss in one of their future N64 titles a sentient gloved hand, who would eventually be joined by its crazy counterpart. Glover received surprisingly warm reviews upon release, with critics complimenting the challenging gameplay, interesting level designs, and solid soundtrack. At least, critics felt that way about the N64 release. They were not as charitable with the PS1 port that released a year later. The game sold roughly 150,000 copies. Not great, but well within sales expectations for a non-Nintendo produced N64 title at that time, prompting Interactive Studios to begin work on a sequel. However, according to former Interactive employee James Steele, Glover 2 was canceled due to a purchasing error made by publisher Hasbro Interactive. At the time of Glover's publishing, Nintendo was running a special for production carts, and Hasbro chose to double the standard number of carts that they had ordered for the first game. Unfortunately, retailers were not interested in purchasing the extra stock, and Hasbro was left with roughly $500,000 of unsold copies of Glover. Ultimately, the publisher was in poor financial shape already and chose to cancel Glover 2 as a result. The game was believed to be about 80 to 85% complete when development ceased. Not all hope is lost for the Glover franchise, however. Developer and publisher Pico Interactive, a company that focuses on purchasing the rights to old, forgotten games, acquired the rights to Glover from then rights holder Atari SA, and in 2019 announced their intent to restore and release the N64 version of Glover 2. Meanwhile, an up-resed version of the original Glover was released to PC and modern consoles in February of 2025. That's all the notes that I had, and I never thought I'd say this much about Glover. It is what it is. let's go ahead and get it started. One thing I wanted to add before we got started this week, as I mentioned, Pico Interactive is involved in purchasing old abandoned video game licenses. And if you are like me and own a Polymega, they did include a bunch of video games with the Polymega for people to play if they didn't actually have something to install or play on the system right out of the gate. Quite a few of these games you'll see in the top left corner of the screen there were actually owned license-wise by Pico Interactive. So this Genesis game called Brave Battle Saga, Dragon View, Pico Interactive, Iron Commando, Pico Interactive, and there's plenty of games mixed in here. It's kind of their market niche is finding old games that people had kind of gotten rid of and going back and re-releasing them, usually as compilations or as add-ons for other consoles or video games. But I thought I'd point that out. One other thing, I've never played this game before. This is one that I had picked up for my mother, and I don't know if she ever played it either. It's probably been sitting in a box in my parents' basement for 25 years. I don't think we need to turn the audio up too much. It's actually on the quiet side for me. I'll leave it where it is. Back up. I didn't see if they had stereo sound. We'll assume it has stereo sound already. Did I literally just go to the same menu? I guess I did. All right, whatever. Undo start. Yeah, look at that. There's no saves on this. I don't think they actually port saves to the Polymega when you install the game. We'll just do a new game. That's fine. Right there. It looks like this entire game was sponsored by Captain America, if you look in the background. N-A-U-B. Come on. Look at that. That's Captain America's shield. We'll do normal, because I ain't no coward. If I read correctly, the controls are easier if you play on easy. They actually made it so if you point in a certain direction, that's where you're going to move regardless. I think that shiny thing in the tops of the spires are the crystals that we have to go find. There's the wizard. Oh my god, he mixed the mustard with the ketchup, you monster, you! At least he didn't put the relish in there. If you're turned to stone, why are you screaming? That's me! As we can obviously tell because they only gave the glove 4 fingers. Whoa, 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 whoa! Is he flicking me off? Right in the mush. There's the evil glove. Oh! It looks like Oogie Boogie a little bit. All right. Long dramatic pan around to show us a hat. What the hell is the hat gonna do? Hi, my name is Mr. Tip. If you want any hints, just speak to me. You could do this by standing near me and pressing B. Oh, by the way, you can press and hold B if you ever lose your ball. Good luck! Can I move? There we go. Alright, so the controls are normal when you're not on top of a ball. Oh, there we go. The ball is this way. I see it. I see also a couple of rotten bastards. Oh, no, these are the hats. Hey, Mr. Tip, tell me some stuff. This is the entrance to the practice level. Jump into the well and learn valuable tips and tricks. Why are you cackling? You're supposed to be good guys. Return balls to the cave to open the gateways to other worlds. Okay, can I... Yep. Nope, I picked it up. I didn't want to pick it up. I wanted to jump on it. Oh, look at this. All right, can I just get on? I don't know. Oh, well, this is much easier. I thought I was supposed to... How do I... There we go. Now, you get off the ball. Or do that. That's a good thing. Yeah, no. God damn it, this is not easy. Whoa! I did it! I scored a goal basket. That means I win. Ah, Hi, my name is Mr. Tip. If you want any hints, just speak to me. You can do this by standing... All right, we already know all this. Yeah, I've got it. Thanks. I like the little... They should have put the sound in there. You say anything different? Spin the camera left and right. Press left or right on the C buttons. Like... Oh, it doesn't snap. You have to hold it. Probably the right call. Keep wanting to hit jump instead of the B button. To control Glover without the ball, use the thumbstick. You can jump by pressing A. Press it again in the air to do a double jump. Oh, nice! Yes! It's not a good game if it doesn't have a double jump. What do you got? To duck, press and hold Z. Tapping Z will make Glover do a cartwheel. Whee! That better be how you attack enemies if you don't have the ball. I don't like how you can't interact with the hat if you're sliding to a stop. In negotiate steps, try bouncing the ball. This can be done by repeatedly tapping B while holding the ball. Alright, come on. Tap it, 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 tap it. Oh, that's not bad. Not perfect, obviously, if the ball doesn't get over the thing. Alright, get off the... Or just do nothing. Whatever. Get up! The thing. There you go. It's not bad. Get over higher walls, try throwing the ball. To do this, hold B, then push and hold the stick in the direction you want to throw, then release B. Alright, alright. Back it up a little bit. I don't know if it's the right call to let you just roll the ball like that, but I didn't make the game. Get up there. What the hell? You were supposed to get up there! I'm gonna have to get back a little. Alright. Get. Don't you dare. There you go. Alright, let's go over here and see what he's got to say. Hey, what do you got? No. Get off the ball. Get off the ball, you goofy bitch. You can also use the throw action to get across gaps. You're about to slap or throw the ball. You can change your mind by pressing Z. Ah, good. All right, so you can stop something if you don't want to do it by pressing Z. And you can also release it by just pressing Z. So if you just want to get away from the ball, there you go. All right. They put some thought into this. This isn't the worst design of all time, although it does feel a little bit unwieldy in some spots. All right, so if I want to get across the gap, do this. Aha! Get up there. Get up there, you goofy bastard. What's this? Talk to me before I roll the ball this way. Some gaps are too wide to throw the ball across. Hold A and... Not if you're a bitch. Hold A and push and hold stick in the direction you want to slap the ball, then release A. Yeah, I did that a second ago. I didn't mean to, but I did it. Right, come here. Get up here. Goddamn weakling hand can't throw a ball across a gap that small. Get out of here. And go! Don't you fall! The ball seems to be very grippy and slows down very fast. Probably for the best. All right, release. Let's go talk to the hat. This is a ball switch. Place the ball here to activate it. All right. Seems easy enough. Ew, it's pee or lemonade. Who knows? Oh my god, there's so much of it. All right. What can I do to get... All right, the camera does not like the wall. Can you turn the camera a little more, please? Thank you. I need to see over there. I'm guessing the sand will just slow it down. It won't necessarily eat it. Yeah, alright. Not bad. Shallow water can be crossed without a problem. Alright, thanks. Because it's a rubber ball, so it's going to float. Get up, get up there. You cannot hold the ball in deep water. You will need to use the ramps to get the ball out. Alright. Or I could do this. Ready? Watch. I'll just slap that bad boy. Yep! Ah! Look at that. Come on. I'm the best, baby! I'm betting I can bounce the ball on there to get the boxes to break, right? These crates can be broken by fist slamming them. Jump by pressing A and then, press Z to slam, so they stole a little bit from Mario in that. Like this! Urgh. No spin move, he just slams down on it. Some ledges may be too high to throw the ball onto. Try combining bounce and throw. Alright, I like that. I like that idea. Okay, wait, what's this? This is a Glover switch. Okay, yeah. Oh, you have to slam it. Get up there. Hup. Pop. Pop. Bop it. Twist it. Turn it. Stroke it. I don't know what the other one is. Stroke it seems like a more adult version of that one. You can use your magic to... Jesus Christ. You can use your magic to change your ball. If you're holding it, just press R. Otherwise, point at the ball with B, then press R. I'm a magician's glove. Okay. That's how I get out of bed in the morning. Oh, God, not another day. Oh, get to the bathroom. Get to the bathroom. Oh. All right, we didn't need any of that. We needed to do this, that. Oh, you didn't do it the way I wanted, you goof. There. No, he did it wrong again. No, I got it. Thank you. No, I tried the combo and it didn't work the way they said. See, that's interesting. If you press it too many times, the ball will just try to throw itself. There we go. Yep. All right, slow down. I'm guessing I gotta hit it, right? No. Up. No, I didn't want that. I wanted you to get up. Get on up! No. Alright, Z. Do I have to get on the ball to do the thing they want? Why am I not doing? Oh, you gotta hold B. That's right. Not A. Oh, God, get over there. No, get back here. Oh, look at this. They lied. I can absolutely move around. This is doing what I had mentioned earlier, where I gotta aim the stick backwards to roll it where I want to go, and it's not that easy. All right, get off. No, I said get off. Got it. Thank you. Go away. There we go. There. Uh-oh. No. Oh! No, get. Okay, so I need this, and then throw up here. There we go. I got it. Get up there. Oh, hit the wrong button again. Just need to get up the damn steps, ball. Got it. It takes some learning. It's a bit like rubbing your stomach and patting your head at the same time, you know? Which I do all the time. I'm sitting at work and I'm just patting my head and rubbing my stomach, and people look at me like I need to be wearing a protective helmet. Hi, my name is Mr. Tip, if you want any. Okay, yeah. Where's the ball? We need to go do real work. No more practice level. What is the first level? Is this it? Nope, they're not even letting me enter. So... Wait, I just take one back to the castle, though, right? I mean, that's the ultimate goal, is get back to the castle with the ball. Or did I just go in the back entrance of the practice area? No? Wait! Did I just do a bad thing? No, I did a good thing. Alright. Alright. Yeah, because this is a crystal right here, the green thingy. Wow, the audio is super delayed. I'm going to have a real pain in the ass trying to get this stuff synced up. Is that the Hardy symbol on the back of the glove? The little star? Is this entire thing sponsored by Carl's Jr.? Is the only way my character going to get health is if he goes and picks up a delicious thick burger? A Western bacon cheese. All right, there's another thing I can't get into. Wait a minute. I guess you have to get a... I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There needs to be a run faster button for the character. Why does he sound so evil? This way. Okay, so the first area opened up. Because we tried this before and it wouldn't let me in. Whee! I just want to see a beautiful big-breasted supermodel eating a thick burger. And saying, come play with my ball and eat a burger while you're at it. Hey, what are you doing? Open the store. You must collect every Garib from this world. Okay. Go find them Garibs. How many cartwheels in a row can he do? Apparently just the one. Which is fine, because that's one more than I could probably do. I would try, get halfway through, fall over, and go, I hate my life. Okay, no! I just died. An inauspicious start to the adventures of Glover. Let's try not walking off of the edge of the map, idiot. There's a shark up there. I'm betting he hurts. Collect Garibs to score points. Get 50 and you win an extra life. You can get lots more points if you collect them fast. Even more by using the ball. Oh, so they're worth more if you go faster? Which makes no damn sense. What's over here? I don't want to take the ball anywhere that's dangerous. And then I found the ball. Oh no, it's just points. That's ball points. I like to think I score ball points every night, yeah. Get on. There we go. No, it's just a point system. The cards themselves don't increase in value by picking them up. Can I throw the ball at the shark and just whack him with it? Interesting. I figured the game was going to force you to stay on top of the ball at all times to advance, but maybe I don't? What do you got to say? No. Talk to the hat, idiot. Right there, in front of you. In front of you! You can use your magic to change your ball. If you're holding it, just press R. Alright, yeah. So... I don't know. R. Oh, it changes depending on what you... Okay. So what the hell's the difference here? Can I bounce this? No, I can throw it, though. Oh, God! And then it gets angry. Did I just break the ball? That was stupid. Don't throw the crystal ball. The bouncy rubber ball. Throw all you want. With glee. With gusto. Alright, so rolling it along like that. Oh, alright, just leave it there. It's fine. Let's get the hat. Or the hat. The Garib. No! Yeah, they give you more points if you touch it with the ball, which I'm not that worried about. Okay, so you can't jump the ball by just being on top of it. You have to actually, like, bounce it. Like so. Cool. Yeah, look at that. Way more points if you touch it with the ball. Alright, focus up. What we got over there? Turn. Oops! Oh, it worked. Kind of. Just get off. Until they give me a reason to care about the damn point system, I'm not going to worry that much about touching every single card with it. Can I hurt enemies by smashing them? Like if I do this... I sure can. Look at that! And I got a Garib out of it. So, should I go back to the shark and smash the piss out of him? Hey, yo! Oop. Gotcha. And do it again. No, don't cartwheel. Can't get on top of him. I'm sliding off. Can I cartwheel into him and just... No? Ow! Alright, that's not working. Maybe I can throw the bowling ball at him and hurt him? Just spitballing here. I'm guessing the only way to get all 50 of the cards in each level is you gotta kill the monsters. Oh, right in the water. You dumbass. Right, go. Alright. Convert! Oh, that's not working. Yeah, no. No, back. No. I want the other one. This one, yes. Can I throw it at him? Kind of. Not much range, but I guarantee if I hit him with this, he's down. Now he's not going to walk over here. Okay, whatever. Get over here. Get. Get him. Got him. And, no, finish him off. Nope. Try again. Nope. Okay, so that didn't work. Can I keep throwing it at him? Can I smack it at him? Oh god, no, come back! I'm sorry! That was a cruel joke. I won't do it again. Alright, so I can't kill him. I don't think the steel ball bearing is going to magically make that easier. Oh, now that's a cool idea. You absolutely cannot take that ball up a hill. Just don't have the strength for it. Oh, no, come on. Get up here. Alright. Yep. No, I didn't mean to smack the ball. Whatever. Another card. Alright, what do you got to say? No, stop pointing at the damn ball and talk to the hat. Objects with cracks in them can often be smashed. Either slap the bowling ball at them or fist slam them. Such a weird way to refer to that. The mind reels at awful possibilities when I hear that phrase. Fist slam. What do you got? This is a checkpoint. Throw your ball through it, and you'll return here if you lose a life. That is probably a good idea. So I need to lift. Right up. That did not work. Try again. Can I just dribble it through the hole? There we go. Boingy. Oh, careful. Ah, there goes that. Just get off. Jump! Oh, crap. Is that thing gonna eat my ball? Should I get the hell away from it as soon as possible? Yep, I should. Oh, God. No, don't die! I don't know what the hell that sound was. Again, the audio is horribly dissynced right now. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this! Gotcha. Can I do anything on the... No, I can't. I can just tread it. Like, can I bounce the ball at all? We're close enough. Alright, turn. Alright, got it. I know, I said I wasn't going to worry about trying to get every single one of these with the ball, but here I am doing it anyway. Alright, no. Let go of the ball. No, I didn't want you to smack it! Ah, whatever. And then I roll right into the guy that I'm trying to kill. Come here. Gotcha. God, I've made it so far into this level and not one thick burger to save my life. Hop off. There you go. Boingy. Uh-oh. Did I just do dumb? Okay. We're good. But I could do this. Got it. We're close, but it's just not going to be enough. There's something I'm missing here. Alright, hop off for a second. There's... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're still gonna miss him. Ah, what are you doing, you goof? He treads when I don't want him to tread. Come on. I hit the cards with the... I sure can. Meh. Ah, damn it! No, got right off the wall. You doofus. Get up here. There! Stop it! Getting super unwieldy. Come on. Get the juice! Not like that. Wonder if I can do this. Yep. Got it. Alright, I'm guessing I gotta, well, not do that, but whatever. God. I tell you, the act of detaching from the ball is not easy. I'm constantly hitting the button that I think I want to do and not getting it. You see that up there? I see it. I hope these Garib cards carry over between levels, because I am guessing that I'm not going to find all 150 or all 50 in each level. Get off. Get off the ball. Nope, I didn't want you to do that. No, God! Let's get up here. Stop it! I want to go up. Bounce. Can I? Nope. I wanted to bounce, jump off the ball to get to that upper thing. Ah, whatever. Just get the hell out of here. Nope. Ah, you dick! Stop bouncing off everything you touch! I know you're a rubber ball. I don't care. Yeah! There we go. 1 of 18 complete. I didn't find the last 3 cards. I have no idea what to do there. It's got to be something to do with killing that shark, I'm sure. Oh, there's a special goal for reaching the end in 1:30? Ugh. I probably could have done it if I was trying. right, we're moving on. Now there's 60 in this level. All right, there's obviously something here that we gotta do. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. Hold on. I do this. Aha! That's puzzle solving, kids. What's that? Let's run from the ball for a bit. We'll pick up the card since I'm not worried about the points. Oh, look at this. I'm hugging the wall. Hip. Hip! Get up there! Yeah, there we go. Oh, God. Syncing the audio in this game is going to be a nightmare. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, what do we got up here? Again, I think the safe way to do this is find the cards first, then come back later once you've picked up everything that you can comfortably without the ball. What's this? Let's see. There we go. There we go. I don't know about this music. I mean, it's going for something. I just don't know if this screams game where I'm using a magical glove to guide a ball to a hole. No, you can't do that. Go away. I refuse. Alright, alright. Let's get the ball rolling. Haha, literally. Let's get on top, right? Up, and then I botched. Just do the thing. You know, it's so easy. Oh, except I couldn't do it. Alright, so I didn't see if they had a good explanation for why you would want to use the crystal ball form of this ball at any point in the game. It seems like if you try to dribble it, it breaks. So why would you want to do that? Don't go anywhere. Yep, gotcha. Alright, let's go pick them up with the ball. Yeah, I mean, you're getting more points, but I don't know if I really care that much. Come on. Gotcha. Yeah, this isn't really doing anything to make me want to pick these more. Not to mention, it seems like the way they described it, you're getting points for the cards, or extra lives for the cards, not from the points. But maybe I'm missing something. This is one of those things that I think Mario 64 smartly got rid of, because points had basically been a thing in every single Mario game up until Mario 64 came out, and they said, why do we need the points again? And no one had a good answer, so they said just get rid of them. Who cares? Who in 96 was going to their friend's house and bragging about how many points they got in Mario 64? No one. Ah, damn it! I rolled right off the ledge. Why'd the ball come with me? See ya. I also don't know why the hell I'm going this way, but whatever. Alright, I need to leave the ball in here? No. I don't have a choice, do I? Yeah, there's no way to... Well, maybe. Aha! There we go. And bounce it through. There we go. Get up here. Smash. Empty it. Dribble the ball in that. No, I didn't. You dumbass. Get over here. Got it. And I think that's the exit for the level. So we could get out of here now. If we wanted to. We may make the... Oh, there goes the ball. I just lost it, didn't I? You dumbass. I really gotta stop. Just get away from the ball. If I don't need to touch it, don't touch the damn ball. What is that? What is this? Collect this potion to make you big and strong. Big bottle full of creatine. Whee! Or steroids. Oh boy, the camera's really helping out here. Thank you. Now, so then it just goes right back to where it was before, because that was so helpful then. Could you turn? Thank you. Nothing. And a bunch of blocks pointed this way. Can I break these? The answer is... I sure can't. Alright. Why doesn't the camera just look the way that I'm looking when I do that? That was not a great choice. Alright, look up. Isn't there something up that way? There is. It's up on that ledge. That raised ledge. I have no idea how the hell I'm getting up there. Because you're not moving that ball that high unless you get the big and strong mode version, I guess. Come on. Yep. Ah, I missed. Okay. Get air. I don't get some of the sound effects these creatures are making. They don't seem to be singing to me. Like, what? Why are cows so angry in this game? Yes, I get it. They could also be bulls. But they're not, like, you know, and charging at me. They're just kind of like, moo, charge. I didn't see anything back there that we missed. I mean, we didn't miss anything. I just didn't see it. So I'm guessing we gotta break the wall. We gotta use the potion to break the wall. How will that get me up on top of this, though? Whee! Wait a minute, wait a minute. Can I bounce and double jump off? There's only one way to find out. And that's to smack the ball and not do any of what I wanted to do. All right, take two. I hate this, but it's the only way to find out. And that is not what I wanted. Damn it. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Nope, because you just smack the ball. You don't jump off of it. That's not a good idea. Let's not do that. Touch the big and strong potion. And get big and frickin' strong. I'm guessing you have to use that to get the ball into the hole. Aim up! No, you goof. Uh-oh. Did I get multiple attempts at this? Ah, damn it. Oh, I bet I could do it from the other ledge. Now, do I get another bottle of that? Or is that it? I sure do. Alright, alright. Now, the question is, if I used it, would I be able to bounce all the way up to that upper ledge where the other cards are? I bet you could. I also bet I don't care that much. Let's just get in here and finish. I can't see. Beautiful shot of the wall. It's kind of like a blue with a little bit of turquoise, maybe a little bit of a tan to mute it a little. I don't know, there's some songs that are kind of funky and have some juice to them, like they're playing like a little bit of, you know, pipe organ, a little soulful pipe organ in there, but some of those songs just not doing it. I also did not get 50 cards in that level. That seems to be the trigger in these levels, is get 50 cards, and they make it super hard to accomplish that. Wee! Don't you wee after I wee. I did the wee. That sounds like something a kid would say to their parents. Mommy, Daddy, I did the wee. Wee! Woo! Yahoo! Yeah, screw it. If the ball's not in danger, I'm just going to leave it behind while I go check for cards. Feel a lot better trying to do this on my own than trying to have a ball at the same time. Bring a ball over here. Whatever. I'll do this when the game forces me to in order to advance a puzzle, but until then, stay down there. Okay, get up the hill, dummy. Alright, so you have to take the ball up here to get over to that part of the map. Whoa, my ankles! Wait, which would those two fingers be? Those would be the ring finger and the middle finger, so... Ow, my ring and middle finger! I'm betting those are bad. Gotcha. 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 Yeah, tell me what the carrot's for? Or is that some kind of butt plug? Yeah, in this game that seems very whimsical and fun-loving and based almost entirely on entertaining kids, they put a butt plug item in the game. Okay, I can move real fast. Wait, get up here. What does this lead to? What is this? Is this a dead end? Well, wait. It's not a dead end, but it's probably not a good place to go. There we go. Hey, yeah. I like that. Screw the ball. We're not taking that out here. I think that's supposed to be the sound of Lover, like, panting, but it just sounds like he's doing something else. Yay, got my health back. Or no, that's an extra life. All right. I think I got one for hitting 10,000 points. All right, so you do get lives for getting points. So there is an incentive in this game for getting the points. I still don't think it's worth risking the ball falling off the ledge and you having to start over from wherever they put you. I think that would make this a much more frustrating experience. I also think I may have to cut ahead if I don't want this to be a 3-hour episode trying to get to the first boss of the game. We'll play for a while. If it starts getting real laborious trying to get through the last couple of levels of this area before I get to the boss, we'll just go ahead and skip ahead to the first boss. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think I'm just dawdling a lot looking for cards. Where the hell did the ball go? There it is. All right. Up. Up, 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 up. There we go. Oh. I'm guessing I need to go up here as well. And it's going to be easier if I have the ball. Would have been easier. I don't think I can climb that. I don't know how I would. I think that might be a hill too tall to climb. And I don't think I got any extra jump height out of the yellow potion over here, so this seems more like something for going up walls while I have the ball like this. Oh, God. No! Yes! This is extremely dangerous. All right, hit the switch. Cool, it's spinning. All right, I like that. I like that. Now, can we get back there safely? Bounce. Bounce, you bitch! There you go. Careful. I don't like the yellow potion. Ah, damn it. It's just too much. It's too much. It makes you go way too fast, and it gets real hard to control the ball. Here we go. Up. Off. Scoop it like a normal. Scoop it like a normal. Up. 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 Up, bastard. All right, so we gotta wait for it to... Well, I don't have to wait for it. I see something down there right now. How do we get to that? Is that something I can reach safely? No, it isn't, because I think this is a bottomless pit underneath me. I'm gonna leave that. I don't think it's worth taking the risk. Aw, damn, but I should have jumped for that. Alright, we got this. Alright. You want to swing me over the ledge? That'll work. Got it. And up. Up. Get the checkpoint. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously? It's not going through. How did that not count? You gotta basketball it through the top? Is that what it is? Like that. There it is. All right. Well, here's the problem. I don't want to take the risk in hitting those things while the ball is on a hill like it is right now. So we're not going to bother going after those guys. Because there is no move the goddamn ball faster button in this game. I bet if I just let it go here, it's going to... I don't know. Keep going. Stay here. Yeah, it's going to roll right down the hill. So let's move you here. And I'll leave your ass there and go get these guys. Take two. Oop. Gotcha. Because we are real close to that 50 card mark. Gotcha. And I want to know, is there something up here? Doesn't look like it. That's just a lip. How about over here? Oh, I see a ledge. Oh, I see a ledge! I don't think it's anything. Alright. So we got the cards we need all right there. I think we, well... Let's just go down there. That's fine. We'll be fine. Or not. I can't even... Oh, I got him. I got him. Yeah, you do. You get an extra life at 50. Alright, cool. Hop off. Well, let's go get the rest of those cards and kill the fishies. Okay. I don't think that one gave me a card. Or I missed him. Gotcha. Ah, whatever. Keep moving. Turn. What's over there? Nothing. Over here. Also nothing. Camera. I would appreciate it if you didn't take such a high spot. I want you back. Oh, back. There you go. That seems like a shortcut to something. I have to find out. No, stop it. I'll tell you when you can do flips and other crazy shit. Go. Aha, look at that, down there. Whole bunch of cards. No idea how to get back up if I go down there. Alright. This led to nothing. Led to nothing! Yay! Alright, Glover, you ready to do something stupid? Whee! Ow, my middle finger! Hey, I got health for it. Oh, are they giving me health every 10 cards? I like that idea. That way you're incentivized to find the cards if you're like, I don't feel like wasting time going after these things. That is a really big fish. A really big fish. Not real big fish. A really big fish. Boingy, boingy, boingy. I'll trust you. Stay the hell away. I died. That would be the worst. I didn't see the green end goal, so I assume it's still going? Or maybe we finished. No, we did. We finished. I have no idea where I missed 15 cards. I feel like we were pretty thorough. Alright, so that was the third level. In theory, I have 3 more to... Or no, there's a boss. Alright, well, we'll finish this boss and then we'll go ahead and call it. Because that is Cross Stitch. And that is a lungfish with a crab with another fish on top of it. Like, it really hates me. Can I ditch the ball or do I need to use like a bowling ball to damage these guys? Chasing. Alright, turn it to this. Yes. Alright. Oh, wow! Oh, that didn't work. Oh, God, 1 hit! Ah, he got me in 1 hit. Alright, let's save state so I don't keep dying. Okay. Going to the menu basically fixed the delay in the audio there. Alright. No, 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 no. I didn't want that one. Ah. Turn it to the other one. Nope. Okay. I just need to get the hell out of there. Before they kill me. This one. Can I slap the ball at them? I sure can. That hit for damage. Alright, so that's it. Oh, and the layers are colored for how much health they got. So I gotta hit the blue guy 3 times to knock him out, and then 1 for each of the other 2. Which I'm sure are more difficult depending on, Nope, that didn't work. Come on. Gotcha. If the ball action was a little bit faster and more dynamic, I think this would have worked, but I think it's maybe a little bit too sloppy, a little bit too slow. Get him. Ah, I went too far. Come on. Come here. I also think I'm not going to get as much damage on each hit if I, keep doing it in the water. Alright, so one of them I'm going to have to launch the ball to do any damage with. Camera doesn't want to turn anymore. Awesome. I didn't want to do this, but hey, it works. Or not. No, come on. Yeah, right there. Oh! Did I get him? I don't think I got him. Yeah, I didn't hit. Damn it. Get over here. Get on the ball. Gotcha. And gotcha. All right, he's floating, and I'm sure I can't get the height with just the bowling ball, can I? And not even close. Gotcha. It's over. All right, well, I like the boss kind of incorporating a bunch of stuff that you've already learned. I have a feeling this is not the kind of game that requires you to learn a whole lot of other things. There we go. And I didn't want to do that. Damn it, get over here. Slap doesn't seem to be as useful as bouncing the ball or throwing it. But that's just my observation. Hey, I finished Atlantis. That was Atlantis? Alright, but you missed some Garibs, or Garibs, whatever it is. Whatever. Alright, so can I take the ball back to home base? Or is the game gonna be like, no, you didn't do all the Garibs. Go back. Back in the hole. Alright. Hey, just takes it for me. I think that's supposed to be the wizard. I think I can also go over there and check. Get up the hill, you dummy. Stop sliding. Holy crap, I just want to go say hi to the wizard. The game refuses to stand still. There we go. Alright, is there a place I can go to get some music to wrap up instead of just waterfall sounds? I'm going to find a nice spot to stand while we wrap things up. I thought they said there were more levels in each world, but maybe I miscounted. Maybe oh no, I got the count backwards. It was 6 worlds, 3 levels each, plus the boss, plus the bonus. Where's the ball? Oh, I went the wrong way. Yeah, it's that one. The circus tent. So we're going to Clown World. Whee! Oh, that is insane. The amount of audio delay that occurred during the game today was just outrageous. Perfect. Sounds good to me. We'll just leave it there. That'll be a wonderful accompaniment to me trying to seriously review the game. All right, let's go ahead and wrap things up and do the review phase. We'll do a round of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is that there is a surprising depth to the gameplay, which can be attributed to the core gimmick of guiding a ball to a goal using a gloved hand that operates as if it were detached from the rest of a body. It has many of the abilities that a hand normally would, but you can't simply lift the ball up mid-air and hover it to the goal. You have to use the hand and the innate characteristics of a rubber ball, or steel bearing, or bowling ball, what have you, to navigate the world. This wasn't treated as a half-assed gimmick. There was thought put into how each ball would work. The rubber ball bounces and is light enough to be buoyant in water, but it doesn't have much concussive force, so you should avoid enemies with it. The bowling ball is much heavier and can smash enemies, but the extra weight means it's harder or basically impossible to navigate up inclines, can't be thrown or slapped very far, and probably doesn't float in water. The platforming is handled admirably well, and the puzzles are simple enough to grasp while still challenging your ability to control the ball through jumps and tricky paths. The early areas are pretty open and breezy, and I imagine the platforming becomes more tricky as you progress in the game, but at least early on, I was enjoying the experience of completing platforming challenges in each level. I wasn't becoming frustrated. I guess at the very outset of the game, when we did that first serious level in Atlantis, I got a little annoyed about trying to get the ball into the exit at the very end of the first level, but that was me just screwing around trying to pick up the last few cards or reach that item that was on top of the exit goal at the end of the first level. I know it's probably silly to compliment this when some games force it down your throat, but kudos to the development team for including a short and entirely optional tutorial area for players to practice controlling Glover and the ball before you start playing the game proper. Most platforming games don't need that kind of hand-holding. Glover genuinely did, as there's a learning curve to negotiating the game world. Levels were already small enough to get through fairly quickly with skillful play, hence the goal times that they post at the end of each level, but I really appreciate that they had checkpoints in each level. That way you're not stuck repeating difficult sections if you fall off one of the many cliffs in the game, which I'll go into in a second in the bad. The game world is very bright and colorful, which fits the tone of the game very well. The overworld where the accident happened is an ominous shade of red. The first area of the game, which is supposed to be Atlantis, was splashed with aquatic blue-greens and sand colors. The checkpoint discs are a warping rainbow shade, and as well as the entrances to all these different levels that you can see on the screen here. And where I usually complain about the texturing in N64 games, some of the textures here were actually surprisingly detailed. Not all of them, but more than I would have expected for a game made by a non-Nintendo company, basically. As far as the bad, while I can appreciate the desire to coax players into being careful with the ball, I think making every area a wide-open floating island with bottomless pits all around was a bad idea. There's going to be an adjustment period to the control scheme. I know, I was still struggling with it in the first hour of gameplay that I experienced today, even after you complete the tutorial. So having a wall-free first world seems a bit more punitive than I would like for a game like this. And that's made doubly worse by the fact that there's extra lives in this game. Why? If you've designed the game to be large enough to need a save system, and fixing your extra life situation is as simple as reloading a save if you're in serious trouble, what purpose do the extra lives serve? The N64 and PlayStation 1 era of games is when developers started realizing that they could make games that didn't require extra lives, because the fun of the gameplay isn't in repeating the first 5 levels just to get stuck on level 6, die, and then start the game all over again. Having extra lives at this point feels archaic. And what exactly happens if you lose all your lives? Does the game delete your save? Probably not. I would guess it makes you restart the level, but they're not that big, so the punishment would be pretty light. They didn't need the lives. I think it was just a dumb relic of older games. The game also has a point system, which is another relic of an older era, and it's tied to your extra lives. I won't repeat myself about having extra lives in a game, but here's a thought for how to use the points constructively. Get rid of them, and tie the Garib cards, which serve as your primary point source, to special rewards like character skins or unlockable music tracks. I know there's a bonus level tied to finding all the cards in a given world, not just one level, but something less difficult to obtain and cumulative over the course of the game. So, say you make it through levels 1 and 2, but you only find 40 cards in the first level, and I think you needed 60 in the second. So you find 55 in the second world. Those go into a big pool of cards that you have accumulated over the whole game, and because you found 95 cards, you hit the 90 card goal, so they give you a skin where you're like a baseball glove or something. Just some other way to encourage players to get the cards that isn't just, well, you get extra lives. Guess what you could do right out of the gate in the very first world? You walk all the way around the corner to that first ball power-up, which is an extra life, and then save and quit. And you could do that over and over and get all the lives you'll ever need. So giving you points, or giving you extra lives for certain point totals, or the Garib cards, is not a good reward. They should have found something else with Garibs. Glover moves a bit slow for my taste when he's on his own. I think the simple solution would have been a run button, but the controls were already pretty maxed out, so I'm not sure what button they would have assigned the run button to. The enemy designs are very generic and pretty low effort in terms of AI and graphical makeup. They move ponderously slow and don't ever seem to be a real threat to Glover or the ball. Graphically, I suspect the developers had to prioritize their polygonal assets on Glover and the ball, so everything else had to be as simple as they could get away with, but I'm not impressed by the enemy designs at all. The goofy shark creature with like a solid wall of white polygons instead of actual teeth, the charging bull characters that looked more like Goombas with horns, the flies that looked like they were just 2D art assets and as simple as could be, like two little buzzy wings on top of a round ball, not actual polygonal objects. None of them were very creative. The game may have been better off without enemies if this was the effort that was going to be put into them. As far as the ugly, the Glover character was given what I'm sure is meant to be eyes. You can see on the face and the character here on the screen, but boy did they not give the character much life. I get that they wanted Glover to come across as cute, hence the little ground shimmy when you lay down flat, and the vocalizations when you jump or mantle up the ledges. I can't speak. But I think they got about 50% of the way to a personality for Glover and said, good enough, ship it. Glover has lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. and frankly, I think this kind of goes across the board for the game in general, is there's a lack of personality. They kind of went the route of making things cute, but I don't feel like there's any life to these characters. They just kind of exist. That's something hard to capture, apparently for this studio especially, but for whatever reason they just swung and missed on this. That doesn't mean that the game isn't fun to play, it just means that if they were hoping to draw a younger audience, I don't know if they got the feel, the aesthetic right. Speaking of lifeless, the game world itself feels devoid of life at times. This may have been a conscious choice, again, to keep the frame rate stable, but I would go pretty long distances before I would actually see maybe one or two enemies to interact with, which made an already fairly easy experience even easier. More monsters, please. If you're going to put them in the game, make it something that you have to actually factor into the challenge of the game. The music was nothing special to write home about, although I did notice that they used some fairly good instrumental samples. The bass line that you could hear in the first level of Atlantis. I won't be humming any of these tunes anytime soon, but I do think that they deserve a little bit of credit for using what sounded like a fairly good synthesizer for this, the music in this game. I also mentioned multiple times in post-production, there was some significant audio delay issues that worsened as I was playing the game. I did clean them up while I was editing, but there are still some levels where if I played for too long, you could definitely notice that the audio was starting to get further and further delayed. I don't think they were a part of the original game. I think it was probably just an issue with the Polymega's emulation, but it was very distracting as it got worse. The method of activating checkpoints felt very arbitrary. They made the checkpoint a floating horizontal disc, so of course you just have to shoot the ball through it like a basketball. Here's a better idea. Just let me roll through it. This wasn't a meaningful addition of the game, it just slowed me down. As I mentioned before, at the end of each level is your completion time along with a goal time. They didn't tie the goal time to any rewards from what I could tell, which seems like a missed opportunity. They thought enough about the Garib card system to include bonus levels, but nothing for accomplishing the goal times, and I think that was a huge miss. Transforming the ball was a bit slow for my taste. I think the simple solution would be to tie it to the seldom used N64 D-pad and assign a form to each direction. Up for the rubber ball, left for the steel ball, right for the bowling ball, down for the crystal ball. Simple as that. The weird system they chose where you have to just hold the I think it was Z and B or R and B at the same time and wait for it to go through all of your options very slowly was way too cumbersome. Even in the boss level that we saw at the end of the play here, it felt like it was a risk trying to change the ball while I'm being chased down. Just make it one touch and you're done. And then finally, the option to turn into the crystal ball was not worth it. It was fragile, so you couldn't throw it, and I'm sure enemies could actually wreck it pretty easily. so the trade-off of earning extra points when picking up Garib cards really was not worth the risk. Alright, let's go ahead and give the game a score. We do our score in Randars, 1 to 10. I'll admit it, coming into the game today, I thought I'd be dealing with shovelware, kind of like Knife Edge Nose Gunner from a few weeks ago, a game that had simple gameplay but little depth and a lack of polish. Glover surprised me with a thoughtful approach to platforming and traversal using a hand and a ball, and the controls were fun to learn even if there was a learning curve before I truly felt comfortable, and even towards the end of the gameplay I still felt like some things were trickier than I would have liked. But I still had fun with the game today. I'm giving Glover a 7. 7 Randars. The game world, story, main character, and enemies all felt about as generic can get, which detracts from an otherwise solid gameplay experience and certainly contributed to the low sales for the game, as nothing about it screamed oozing with personality. That said, if you were willing to take a chance on this seemingly low-effort title, you were treated to a fun platformer that challenged you to think about movement a little differently. Glover is versatile on his own, but he truly unlocks his potential when you're using the ball to bounce to new heights, slam into tough enemies and objects, and score points while collecting Garib cards. It's a gameplay symbiosis that actually works incredibly well. 7 Randars. I think with a much needed injection of personality, this might have been a game that people would have been talking about to this day as a must-play N64 game. I'm actually curious to see what they had changed in the canceled sequel. So Pico Interactive, get the game out the door, please. I have no idea where they're at with that. It may have been just something they were saying they were going to do and then they just gave up on when they realized how much work would be required to finish it. I guess we'll find out if it ever releases. That's going to do it for this episode of Nubs Collection. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.